Good morning. It is currently 8 o'clock in Sugar's world. I am up bright and early today because I'm getting ready for my paper magazine cover shoot. Yes, Spice and I got invited to be on the cover of Paper Magazine for their anniversary edition, but they're celebrating LA icons. And I was kind of gagged when they asked us because I was like, I relate to being a Long Island girly. But then I was like, you know what? No, we have been in LA for over 3 years now, and we are the LA girls. We're the LA divas. So I am just so excited to get glam with you. I'm also going to be talking about how to manifest your dream appearance. As you know, I'm a big manifester. I really want to help you accomplish all of your dreams, especially when it comes to your outward beauty. Because I always say, if you want to look beautiful on the outside, we need to do the inner work, make our insides beautiful, because that's how it will manifest in your reality. I'm so excited to be talking about manifesting today because hello, I literally manifested a dream of mine, being on a cover of a magazine. Y'all know I was that little gay kid in 4th grade watching Top Model, being so obsessed. I would be strutting down the hallway in my kitchen during the commercial breaks like, oh, I can do this better than these girls. And today I finally get that chance. Okay, I need to start getting into makeup because I cannot be late to set. That would be a nightmare. So let's get glam with Sugar. Get a snack, get a coffee. I don't know, let's do it. I feel like I'm the most qualified person to help you with manifesting your dream appearance because I did not grow up feeling beautiful. Now, looking back, I was such a cute kid. I was beautiful, but I didn't feel beautiful. And I think that manifested into my appearance as I got older because I kept drawing my attention to all of my flaws and I would hyperfixate on those. Granted, it didn't help being an identical twin, and whenever we would have our little spats, as siblings do, we would come for each other's biggest insecurities because, of course, we would voice those to each other. That's also a good starting point. Pinpoint your insecurities. Look at what you don't like about yourself. Be honest. Don't sugarcoat it. I would honestly recommend even making a list of all the things you don't like about yourself. Now, that's going to feel counterproductive because a lot of what I'm saying today is focus on the positive, focus on your best qualities. But to build a strong foundation of trusting ourselves and loving ourselves, we're going to have to do the work, and it's going to feel hard. It's never fun to look in the mirror and be like, oh my God, I don't like my nose, or I don't like this, because it doesn't feel good to think those thoughts. But we almost need to attack it head on. We need to address the issue so we can move forward and never look back. So first things first, if you want to change anything in your life, the victim mentality needs to go. We need to leave her behind because it's not helping us. Walking around and saying, woe is me, and I don't like this about myself, and oh, if only I looked like this person, or if I looked like Madison Beer, all of my life problems would be solved. Newsflash. Madison Beer still has problems. It's going to be hard, but we need to take accountability for everything in our life. We are divinely guided creators. So if you have something in your life that you don't like, well, take ownership for it because you created it, whether you want to believe that or not. The faster you stop blaming everyone else for your problems, and the quicker you start taking ownership and being like, oh, I can change this. I don't like this. Oh, maybe I have really bad acne because I'm not eating right. Don't just go, oh, well, it's not in the cards for me to be beautiful. I'll just sit here and eat all of this junk food and wonder why my skin isn't good. No, girl, it's because you're binging every night with shit food. It's about to be 2025, and the amazing thing about the world is if there's something you don't like about your appearance, you can change it. Whether it's plastic surgery, starting a new diet, workout regimen. There's so many things you can do to be productive about your flaws, essentially. The first thing you need to do internally is to accept yourself and love yourself even with these so-called flaws, because it's important to know that once you change your thinking, you can change your life. Setbacks are only stepping stones. Obstacles are actually opportunities in disguise. If you're just getting into your spirituality, I would recommend the book, The Power of Now. That changed my life because I realized, oh, all we really do have is this present moment. And that is so empowering because we have the power to change this very instant. We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait till tomorrow to start the diet. We don't have to wait till New Year's and now we're a brand new bitch and we're going to the gym every day. No, let's change now, because if you keep putting off your well-being, well, you're never going to be well because you keep putting it off. You can't take any day for granted. You can't take any moment for granted. Here comes my corny line about yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. So start being grateful for just existing and change your life today. What are you waiting for? In the words of Gwen Stefani, what you waiting, what you waiting, what you waiting for? Sorry for the bad vocals, but I hope it gets the point across. Because really, girl, like, take a chance, you stupid hoe. She ate with that. Take a chance. Why Not by Hilary Duff. Why not take a crazy chance? These girls were debating in bars and we were passing it off as cute little bops, but no, they were giving really insightful wisdom. Now, I've been through this journey of not feeling good about myself, feeling like the ugly duckling, with the braces, with the acne. Oh, baby, me and Miss Spice, we were pizza faces in high school, and that's actually how I started wearing makeup and getting into it. I would watch the tutorials because I had to cover up my pizza face. Yes, this is what Miss Sugar was looking like. I was insecure as hell. I was nervous to go to school. Not only did I have bad skin, but I didn't want people to know that I was wearing foundation. If I could only go back and hug young Cooper and just be like, girl, they already know you're gay. It's okay. But these are the things. It's not only just your appearance, it's everything else. So once you finally love yourself where you are, that's how you'll be able to actually improve your appearance. Now, the current issues you have in your life and the future solutions that you want to bring into your life are on two different frequencies. So that's why I would recommend not focusing on the problem. Once you've addressed it and be like, okay, I don't like my nose. Address it and then let it go. And then just focus on the things you actually like about yourself. So say you don't like your nose, but you love your eyes. Dress up your eyes when you do your makeup. Oh, that's another thing. Do not, and I repeat, do not tell other people your insecurities, because that's all they're going to be able to think about. I just saw a makeup tutorial and their whole caption was about how, oh, I'm not good at editing and I need practice and da-da-da. And of course, when I was watching the makeup tutorial, the only thing I could focus on were all the mistakes they were making because they pointed it out. Don't be the girl that walks into school and says, oh my God, don't look at my pimple, because now we're all looking at the pimple and we probably didn't even notice the pimple to begin with. So if you don't like something about yourself, be quiet about it. Shh, don't tell anyone else. Why would you need to bring attention to that? I always say, if you want to know what other people are thinking of you, just think about how you are thinking of you, because you are constantly telling people how to perceive you with your actions. Most of the time, it's not even what you're saying. It's everything you're not saying. That's how you truly feel about yourself. So don't think poorly of yourself, because it will manifest into others thinking that as well. You don't even need to say it. That's the thing. Our minds are very powerful. We can all read energy very well. Have you ever walked away from a conversation with a friend and you're like, oh my God, they're really insecure? And it's not even because they said out loud, I'm insecure, but you felt it with everything they were bringing attention to in that conversation. So be aware that energy is very powerful. We are all highly intuitive people, whether we're tapped into it or not. You'll just feel it in your subconscious. Sometimes your quest for outward beauty can become a never-ending cycle of, oh my God, I feel bad about myself. I'm not pretty like her. I don't look like this person. And that's how you dig yourself into a deep hole of never feeling good about yourself. You don't even know what you find beautiful about other people. So how are you going to be able to see what's beautiful about you? That's the thing here. If you want to feel beautiful, you also need to find what's beautiful about everyone
everyone else around you. Let's start there. Let's focus on the beautiful qualities about others, because then in turn, that will be drawn onto yourself. That will be reflected back to you. Remember, this is the game of law of attraction. Now, I said earlier in the video that you should make a list of the flaws that you don't like about yourself so you can start to make forward action in changing those things. I would also recommend to make a list of the things you love about yourself. You should also make a list about qualities that you love in other people that you might not possess yourself. This is going to be really helpful for you when you're in social settings, out and about. Now you can draw attention to the things you like about other people. Is it their smile? Is it their perfume and the way they smell? Is it their charisma and conversation? Think about these things, because once you notice what you like in others, then that will be amplified in yourself. It's kind of like when you're in a conversation with someone and they're complimenting their friend. They're like, oh my God, they're so giving. I love them so much. They have gorgeous eyes. You kind of start to associate those qualities that that person is mentioning with the person that is talking. You're like, oh, you think they have nice eyes? Well, I think you have nice eyes. So it really is all what you are bringing your attention to. Your attention and your power of focus is so essential in this game of becoming physically beautiful. I hate to be Miss America here, but you're gonna realize on your quest for becoming physically perfect that it actually doesn't even matter if your insides and the way you think and your perspective on this world isn't beautiful. Because what's the point of having a pretty face if you're rotten to the core? No one's even gonna want to be around that. Beauty is a tool. It's very powerful, and you need to use it wisely. Use beauty to attract people to what's underneath, because we are all multi-dimensional people. And what's the point of just being surface? Yes, this feels almost like a superficial topic, like, oh, attracting beauty. But no, we only want beauty so we can show the world the rest of our light. It sucks, but that's the truth. It's a hard truth about this world, but people do judge a book by its cover. So why fall into that trap and be overlooked just because you don't have white teeth? I say whiten those bitches up, look your best, so then people have an entryway into your beautiful soul. An important thing to keep in mind during this process is to not be in competition with others. The second you're competing with someone else is the second you are devaluing your true authentic self, because you're saying, oh, this person is above me, or worse, this person is below me. I'm better than them. And we are here to complement each other. We're not here to compete, because that's the whole point of life. There's so much contrast in all of our looks and all of our personalities. And that's really special. That's the beauty of it all. So don't be sitting here and picking yourself apart because you don't look like so-and-so. There's so much beauty in our differences. I mean, you see it now on social media. Everyone's like, oh, all these celebrities are morphing into the same person. Everyone looks like a Kardashian. You know, you see it with Megan Fox. She doesn't look like how she did when she first started. And she's even been open about her struggles with feeling beautiful herself. Like, isn't that so wild to think? Someone that is deemed drop dead gorgeous by basically the entire world is over here having insecurities and second guessing her looks. And it's because she's allowed the naysayers to get into her head that we're really just projecting their own insecurities onto her. I always say the biggest scam is you believing it. And what are you believing in? The lies that they're projecting onto you. Don't let people's negative comments in passing affect the rest of your life. These are comments made by other people that don't love themselves. And why are you going to take advice from someone that doesn't even love themselves? It's like, what, girl? They're miserable. Of course they're going to spew miserable thoughts onto you. So let go of the competition and embrace your true, authentic, beautiful self by putting you on the pedestal. We need to be strong here, and we need to be fearless, because we are the creators of our reality. People always make fun of Spice and I because we're like, oh, we live in our own worlds. I will gladly have them make fun of me because I don't want to live in your world. I don't want to live in everyone else's world of constant negativity. It is not fun. Don't be subject to what other people want to see in the world. Be your own powerful creator of your life and your experience on this planet, because we only have one life. So live it up, baby. And while we're actually eternal beings, if we don't get it right in this lifetime, we'll come back again and get it right as a dog or a mom or a dad. So let go of this notion that things aren't working out for you and woe is me, because the sooner you take control of your life and your experience and your thoughts, the faster you get to where you want to be, and the faster all of those doors will open for you and the limitless possibilities will come into your life. For me personally, what I find beautiful in others is authenticity. It's self-love. That's a big one. When someone loves themselves, it manifests outwardly because they're taking care of their body. They're washing their hair. They have the bar is on the floor, folks, right? They have a good skincare regimen. They're not feeding their body with horrible, gross foods that are highly processed and hard for us to break down, and then you feel like shit the next day. True beauty is health. That's just the facts, y'all. The beauty standards around the world are really just someone that is healthy, if they're taking care of themselves. And we like people that take care of themselves because that means they prioritize themselves. They have their life together. Okay, people? If you want to look good and you want to level up and you want to let these girls have it, you want to be the sickening diva in the room, then start loving yourself. And that's kind of an annoying blanket statement, like love yourself. But how about we just take baby steps? How about when we wake up in the morning, we make our bed and not just put it off? Because when you have a clean space and you're putting away the dishes and you got the cleaning girls on speed dial, whatever it is, I'm not saying you gotta, get on the floor and start mopping in order to be beautiful. But if you prioritize yourself and you don't have any excuses, then that's when you're gonna start looking beautiful, because you're not living for everyone else. You're not trying to get the validation from everyone else. I always say, if you want to look good, take the men off the table, or the women, whichever way you swing, and start dating yourself. How about that? When you date yourself, suddenly you're going to the gym before work because this is your dream partner, right? I always say, it's like, oh girl, I'm going to be so lazy until that one man I like has hit me up and I'm like, okay girl, let me look good. Let me go to the gym. I got 2 days to look good before the dick appointment. It's like, well, actually, I can't relate to that because y'all know me. I'm in my own world. Single for life. I'm a lone wolf. But honestly, if you have struggled prioritizing yourself, I would just pretend you're going on a date with yourself, because it kind of gives you that pressure and it builds good momentum within yourself to be like, okay, let me do it. Maybe that's the people pleaser tendency in me. Like, oh, I won't give myself the time, but I'll give it to someone else. So trick yourself, girl. How about for a month, you're dating yourself? And of course, you're going to be eating good because you got a hot date on Saturday. But really, it's just with yourself. And then that's when you level up so quick, because you remove all of that need for outside validation. Because y'all, I've been there. Everything has been taken away from me. Money, looks, attention, this, that. I have gotten everything stripped away from me. I have been at my lowest, but I have still been so happy because I am my source. I am the generator of my happiness. And then it comes back so quick. And then you get everything you want instantly. That's when you get instant manifestation, because you're not relying on anyone else or anything to bring in your dream life. It's all coming from you. I would advise you to be careful about being judgmental towards others, because what you give out is what you get back. If you're critical of other people's lifestyles or their looks, their outward appearance, then you're gonna get a lot of criticism directed back to you. Here's the truth. If you want to stop being an ugly victim and start being beautiful today, you need to realize that your current looks are temporary. Be at peace with where you are today to bring in all of your blessings. If you are stressed out about your skin, your weight, your hair, your makeup, you're never going to get to the point of truly feeling good about yourself, because you need to start with feeling good in order to feel good. And even if you look in the mirror and you are unhappy with what you see, find a smile deep down inside of yourself. The reflection doesn't smile first and then you smile. You need to smile so your reflection smiles back at you. It's kind of confusing to think about, but it does make sense. So just be at peace with where you are in your journey, because that's all life is. It's just a journey. I got an amazing fortune cookie the other day, and it said, remember, it's about the walk, not the destination. And as corny as it sounds, it really is the truth. We're always gonna strive for more. We're always gonna want more. Once we get our manifestation, there's gonna be a new one, because that's how we work as humans. We're hardwired to keep expanding, growing, and evolving. So make peace with your beauty today if you wanna welcome in more beauty. Speaking of manifestation, even today, getting glam for Paper Magazine, a cover shoot. I probably wouldn't have even believed you if you told me this would be my reality when I was in 4th grade, watching America's Next Top Model, hiding in my parents' room, because back then it was such a secret. Like, I couldn't even let people know that I was into fashion, hair, makeup, dolls, beauty. Literally, if people from my neighborhood were coming into my room, Spice and I would have to run up and lock our doll room closet, because that was our biggest fear. People found out that we played with dolls. So to be so open about my queerness, I guess, or my femininity, and shouting it from the rooftops in drag and being like, this is me and you better get used to it because I'm not changing. And we're only going up from here, baby. It's so empowering. I was the kid that was nervous someone was going to see me looking at dolls in the doll section. It's like what people would walk by and I would go to Spice, oh, okay, like our sister's gonna love this one. Why was I doing the most just to make other people that I didn't even know or didn't even care about me, make them comfortable? How about we enter the era of making everyone else uncomfortable by our authenticity, because we're done hiding. This is not gonna be the year of just fitting into everyone else's status quo and dimming our light. No, I'm done with that. Let's put on the pink wig. Let's put on the blue eyeshadow. Let's turn into a fairy. It's so fun mastering the art of transformation, because it goes so much further than just your physical transformation. It really is a mental and emotional transformation as well. So that's why I would encourage you to play with your look and have fun and push the boundaries. And don't always just be so safe, because if you never push yourself outside your comfort zone, you won't know all of the magic that is just waiting to be unlocked by you. And these are the finished Paper Mag looks. Spice, how are we feeling?
Are we living? Are we breathing? Are we dying? Are we gagging?
Well, I'm definitely gagging. Get the shoe, baby. Ding.
I feel like we're giving like the fashion collector edition Sugar and Spice.
Yeah, and I always say the best looks are the impromptu ones where you got 24 hours, a gay on speed dial. It's like, what magic are we gonna make?
I said we gotta come up with something real quick.
And it's been so amazing working with everyone on set. Everyone's so
Well, aren't you
sweet.
such a Disney princess?
Well, no, it's like luxury living when the girls are pinning you in. It's everything. Get the hair, the nails, the makeup.
Got my nails done, hair did, heels on, unlike you.
Girl. Bye. Perfect.